Hello everyone. This is Dr. Avans Lee, Korea, Nuclear Business Director. In this session, we'll be going through the appendices in Section 4 of the Technical Specifications. Each appendix contains important requirements, guidelines, and specifications that are essential for the project. By the end of this session, you'll have a clear understanding of what each appendix covers and why it's important. Let's get started. Appendix 4A1 covers the Quality Assurance Program requirements. This appendix outlines the standards and guidelines that ensure our quality assurance program is up to the mark. Next, we have Appendix 4A2, which deals with the QVD requirements of CFSI. This appendix specifies the documentation requirements for the quality verification documents related to commercially related fraudulent and suspect items. Appendix 4B explains the quality surveillance requirements. These are the procedures and standards for maintaining quality surveillance throughout the project. Together, these appendices provide a solid foundation for quality assurance and control. Appendix 4C outlines the general requirements for submittal of documents. This appendix explains the process and criteria for submitting documents during the project. Next is Appendix 4D, which details the drawing and document submittal requirements. This helps ensure that all drawings and documents are submitted correctly and on time. Appendix 4E provides the quality verification documentation list, which is a checklist of documents needed to verify quality compliance. Appendix 4F covers the environmental qualification requirements for nuclear safety-related equipment. This appendix specifies the standards for ensuring that safety-related equipment can withstand environmental conditions. Appendix 4G2 focuses on the requirements for coding service Level 2 equipment. This appendix outlines the coding standards for Level 2 equipment and components. Next, we have Appendix 4H, which covers the documentation requirements of supplier deviations and nonconformances. This appendix specifies how to handle deviations from suppliers. Appendix 4H1 deals with the reporting requirements for defects and noncompliance. It lays out the process for reporting defects and significant deficiencies. Appendix 4H2 explains the commercial-grade item dedication for nuclear safety-related equipment. This appendix covers the process for ensuring commercial-grade items meet nuclear safety standards. Appendix 4I covers the dynamic qualification requirements for nuclear safety-related equipment. This appendix details the requirements for ensuring that safety-related equipment can handle dynamic forces like seismic events. Then there's Appendix 4J, which deals with the examination and testing of ASME Section 3 piping, fittings, and valves. This appendix outlines the procedures for inspecting and testing these components to ensure they meet the required standards. Now, let's look at the welding requirements. Appendix 4K1 explains the welding requirements for ASME Section 3 items. This appendix focuses on the specific welding standards for Section 3 items. Next, Appendix 4K3 covers the welding requirements for ASME Section 8 items, ensuring that the welding of pressure vessels meets the necessary standards. Finally, Appendix 4K4 provides the welding requirements for ASME B31.1 power piping. This appendix specifies the welding standards for power piping systems. Appendix 4N provides the standard specification for alternating current motor squirrel cage type. This appendix outlines the requirements for this specific type of motor. Next is Appendix 4P, which covers the standard specification for electrical apparatus. This appendix ensures that electrical equipment meets the required specifications. Appendix 4R details the chemical requirements for materials used in contact with austenitic stainless steel or nickel-based alloys. It specifies the chemical standards to prevent material degradation. Finally, we have 4 appendices. Appendix 4S1 outlines the general requirements for instrumentation and control. This appendix covers the overall guidelines for instrumentation systems. Next, Appendix 4S2 focuses on the general requirements for local control panels, ensuring these panels meet the required standards. Appendix 4T covers the requirements for instrument tagging. This appendix explains how instruments should be labeled and identified. Lastly, Appendix 4W provides details on the weld end details, specifying the standards for welding connections. This wraps up the appendices to the M243 Tech Spec for any manufacturer of MSIV and MFIV to KHNP. Thank you for listening. This was Dr. Avans Lee from Korea. Email or text me for your technical consultation. Bye.